Order a $5 dessert.
Oh, I should probably also click into.
$2.
I should probably click into Roll20.
You probably should. Hello, everyone. It's a good thing we're all on Roll20. Hi, chat.
Yeah.
Hello, stream.
We're very prepared. Oh, it's not pinned anywhere. Oh no.
What?
Hi, I Spies. It's me, Ricochet Ray.
Oh well, I should just get.
Wow, it's you, Ricochet Ray, and I'm Hirimi. Hello. I'm always prepared for my introductions, and I definitely don't ramble off the names of my friends.
Wow, that's incredible. I'm very impressed.
Damn, that cuts deep, Ray. That cuts real deep.
That cuts so deep that you got out in a bit.
Maybe I shouldn't be so critical. I am logging onto Roll20 right now.
Hello, chat. We are back with more Journey Through the Radiant Citadel. Before we get into introductions and recaps, we're gonna get right into introductions, but hold the recaps. Let's go backwards this time. Bread, who are you?
Hi, I'm Brad. I mainly do art streams late at night. They've been a bit busy, but they'll probably resume sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. Liger, who are you and where can we find you?
Hello, I am Limitless Liger. I am a streamer on occasion at Limitless Liger at Twitch.tv. And I play Skip Hoofley, the fighter bard.
That last time drifted over a bull. Or an ox, rather.
I jumped over an ox that I, for some reason, thought was dead.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. It's a classic Skip's moment, huh?
You can see his little smiley face. He's perfectly alive.
Yeah, things don't smile when they're dead.
Yeah.
That wasn't there before.
I've never seen an undead smile before.
That's right. Hirimi, who are you?
Hi, I'm Hirimi. I'm a resident idiot.
Checks out.
Is that your ad?
I play Axee Vrix, the Goblin Monk.
I fixed it.
Oh, you did? Oh, cool. Thank you.
Now your eye isn't outside the frame either.
Oh, neat.
But the ear is.
What ear? Where?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm not seeing any ear. Liger.
There's a lot going on.
You're nice, mister.
Don't worry about it.
No, we're good. We're good.
Detdet, who are you?
Hi, I'm Detdet. You can find me over on twitch.tv/strugglepunk2. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of different stuff. I recently played through all of Dawn Trail, which, in hindsight, this was definitely like a warm-up for. There are a lot of Latin American names in there. I'd like to apologize for any mispronunciations that I may or may not make. I'm very white. I'm incredibly white.
Is anyone in this group not white? Okay, your silence speaks volumes, I see.
Maybe we weren't the most qualified to be having that, what race is Sonic, actually, conversation.
Chat didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna have to wonder what the fuck that meant.
What is a giraffe?
Chat, tell us, 1, what race is Sonic the Hedgehog? 2, what race is a giraffe?
I mean, technically Sonic's a hedgehog.
Technically? Are we going on a technicality there? Alright.
Imagine being called technically, technically white.
I mean, Dettet's technically human, so...
By all accounts, yeah.
He shares much of his genetics with a human being.
Never mind.
There's just something off about it.
It's just something very giraffe-like about Dettet.
What? I don't think so. I don't think my neck's particularly long.
That's a particular. The giraffe guy from One Piece.
Hey, we're here to play D&D.
Are we? Okay.
He's also like a cube.
What?
Oh Lord.
So what?
A cube.
Watermelon?
Watermelon? Okay.
I don't know. I've never met cube watermelon in my life. I don't know
That's
what you're
true.
talking about.
Maybe one day Melanie will introduce us.
Yeah.
Okay, so last session, we started by being introduced to 3 individuals, Baerith, Sarkann, Axee, and Skip Hoofley, who are all members of the shield bearers from the Radiant Citadel. Their task is basically to protect the people and protect the people outside of the Radiant Citadel. Particularly, they've been called to Detdet in the world of Abara to investigate a local happening. They have had a lot of earthquakes and fire elementals being seen recently, so they've come to investigate the volcanoes and see if they need to evacuate. Meanwhile, we find one second. Lanhim Twistshield, I want to make sure I had that right, who is a not local gnome. He's just a freelancer who goes around and protects people. And he was escorting a group of priests from Tletepec up the path to the volcano when they were attacked by fire elementals. Luckily, our shield bearers were there also, and they joined in the fight, and they managed to defeat the salamanders and fire snakes. Axee may have gotten a little burnt, but that's okay. An ox definitely didn't die in that process. And
You think I'd never punched fire before?
have you?
I mean, it's a basic part of the training.
Yeah.
I would assume that at some point amongst training they punch fire.
Listen,
Yeah,
if
It's
you,
like really, really
what's
hot
your-
sand.
What was the name of your order again?
yeah, it's the white flame, isn't it? Silver
Silver
flame.
Flame.
The Silver Flame.
Oh,
It's a monk temple goblin or hobgoblin offshoot of the Silver Flame. Yes.
So after all that, you guys got to talking a little bit. Skips did reveal that he had been speaking to the incarnate that had come from, that was representative of Tletepec, and he was able to give him a vision, telling him to seek out a tall tower, and it had the word Ash Rise inscripted in his mind. So, you guys, having rescued this group of priest and this strange gnome, are now having repaired this cart, you are now on the way back to Etizalen, which is the town that they are from, and you're going to basically recoup there. I will say that the leader of the priest, Amayali, as she introduced herself to you, she was very thankful for what you guys did, and she has restored your health up to a long rest. Because I'm feeling a little generous, and also because if assuming that Beryl doesn't hit Hirimi and take out his internet, the party has inspiration. So
Yeah, if Beryl takes out Hirimi's internet, we all lose inspiration.
yeah,
Unless
I
we
mean-
use it first.
all the mean clouds have passed, and it's very sunny outside.
I
So
thought you said the meme clouds, and I was like, the what?
yeah, the mean looking clouds.
The meme.
Oh, meme cloud? No.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's already over, Beryl. I've depicted you as the soy jack and myself as the Tad. You have no power here.
I guess clouds produced by a hurricane could be considered mimetic.
So on your way, you are now in this cart that you guys have repaired.
The
heading-
danger cart?
The danger cart.
The danger cart.
What is that in reference to?
I don't remember. It's just something that comes up in every fucking D&D game I ever play.
Yeah, you know what? On the side there is there is red letters that says danger cart on it. You're pretty sure that this was just a loner cart. But you are now on the way back to Etizalen, going through these very thick and humid rainforest. What are you guys talking about?
I'm asking the priestess Emiali to tell us a little bit about the town that we're going to, Etizalen.
Oh, well, it's not much. I'm sure nothing compared to what you've been to, but it is a lovely little village under normal circumstances. Very beautiful, actually. Lots of colorful the architect they use is very colorful there. I've always appreciated it, but I'm not a native there myself. It'll be a nice place to drop off and hopefully get supplies.
Would it happen to be within range of the recent eruptions or the rumblings?
Well, we've been having lots of earthquakes around here. Like, too many than is normal. We're used to a little bit of earthquakes, but nothing of this magnitude.
The rumblings in my tumbly.
And she is going to... Hold on 1 second. She is going to produce to you guys this note. and it's going to show the whole of Tletepec. And she will point to
Oh.
Ectazalin and say, "We're about just a few miles out from here, maybe one or two. I believe
It's like
that
I'm still playing Dawn Trail.
Heck yeah! I believe that it's hard to tell where all of the eruptions are or the earthquakes are originating from. It just feels like they're all over." And she's going to tap where it says Twin Gods Observatory, and she'll say, "I sent a group of my priests up this way. I haven't seen them. I had sent them that way hoping that they would be able to figure out what's going on a few days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I haven't heard back from them. It doesn't normally take that long." And she will offer it to you and say, "You're here to investigate this, right?"
Yes. And if necessary, proceed with helping get the people out of harm's way should the need arise.
"Yes, absolutely. Please take this with you. I'm sure I can get more once we get back home." And she will roll it up and hand it to you. And she'll like
Oh,
point back and say, like, "The road goes pretty straight to Ectazalin from here. And it shouldn't be too long till we get there."
thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your generosity and your assistance.
"Oh, you were more than kind enough to help us back then, so we really appreciate it."
All right, I think that's most of my questions. Does anyone want to have any? Does anyone else want to ask any questions? Maybe about like
Of-
what the priests were doing up there?
No, I accidentally did that advantage. This is just a personal roll.
I
Oh, it's
see.
fine. I don't think that chat can see that.
No, I can't. I'm just letting y'all know this is just a kind of a character roll for me internally.
Hmm. What can you tell us about the what is it? Oh, I actually closed the note. The Twin Gods Observatory.
Oh, well, like I said, that's where we sent our priest, hoping to figure out something. They always keep such a close eye on all of the volcanic happenings here in Tletepec. Usually they're able to predict when something like this happens, and they are able to get word to us pretty quickly. We've had a few eruptions over the years, but nothing that's too catastrophic, which makes all of this really concerning. She kind of chuckles nervously.
Hmm.
The thing about volcano eruptions is they don't just happen. There's always signs leading up to it.
Signs that happen to be. Are there? Do you notice like a change in like the?
I think the fire elementals are one of them.
Well,
Yes.
sure, but are you noticing anything out of the ordinary with the series of eruptions?
Well, the fire elementals is a good clue. Usually they stay closer to the volcanoes, and they don't attack settlements. They've been attacking Ectazalin quite a bit recently.
That's quite far. Who are the Twin Gods?
Oh, well,
Everybody's talking about the minion.
yeah, curiosity gets me. Who drew the minion?
We drew it last session because someone, I don't know who, brought up what the minions were doing in
No, it was
1945.
It was the Gate of
Oh yeah, that was
Illumination.
me. I did. I brought that up. That was that.
Yeah,
that
but who
was
drew
me.
it?
Not sure who
It's a
drew it.
mystery.
Was
It
it?
was
That-
Brad.
It's Brad.
It could have been anyone. Especially, it could have even been Brad.
With that response, it was definitely Brad.
Yeah, I was telling Detdet, I was telling Hirimi that minion is drawn way too well for Detdet to have drawn it.
Yeah, no, that's true. It would have come out a lot like a lot more
So who are the Twin
stylized.
Gods?
Yes.
Stylized, that's a good way for it.
There you go, Detdet. Yeah, it's just your style.
The Twin Gods, well, they're not it's not necessarily twins necessarily. It's mostly these mountains, the volcanoes. It's said in ancient Tletepec religion that this land used to be completely infertile, but there were two lovers who gave their lives, and they became the volcanoes. And they were able to return a little bit of fertility to this land. And when everyone else gave up all their food that they had, they were even able to restore liveliness to the land to where we could finally grow food. And she'll like motion back to like all of the offerings that they have. If you guys remember, they had crates and crates full of like all kinds of like pastries and fruits and even a few handmade little things like little trinkets. And she'll say, we offer these sacrifices so that they won't forget their humanity, that they'll remember what it was like. And many fear that if we don't, they may forget entirely, and that's when things will go bad.
I'm gonna mentally file that away for later.
It's like a Pixar short.
Are you talking about the one with the volcanoes?
Yeah,
Hmm.
the one with
No,
Oh,
he's talking about the one. He's talking about the one with the paper airplanes.
Oh, that's a better association than what I had while you were talking about that. My association went to the song about the two lovers for the secret tunnel in Avatar.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you don't know
Secret
what's in that
tunnels.
mountain.
Secret tunnel.
Sacred
Anyways.
tunnel.
I guess that makes sense. Ash is very fertile, as I understand it.
Mhm.
All right. You mentioned a group that was in the observatory before, didn't you?
Yes, the Watchers of Ash.
Yeah, the Dark Souls ass name.
Was there something you wanted to know about them?
just wanted to know what their name was when they came up with Dark Souls ass.
How is how are they different from your sect?
Well, they're at the Twin Gods Observatory for one, and we're not.
Wow. Wow.
But no, my sect is more, it deals more with religion. Theirs is much more scientific. They incorporate religion as we incorporate science, but theirs is much more detailed. They keep close eyes on different occurrences. I don't know all the details because I'm not a geologist. My expertise lie more in inventions.
Have you heard any correspondence from them recently in
No.
regards to? Oh, that's troubling.
Yeah,
How would
that's-
they normally send information? Do they usually make a trek? Do they send like
well,
messages?
they have the ability to do skywrite, so they're usually able to send warning that way.
I see. Well, I suppose we should check on them as well.
Are you heading that way?
Eventually, we will be heading towards the volcanoes. It's on the map the approximate location of party of priests that you're missing. We can check that out as well if you'd like.
Oh, that would be excellent. I would be more than glad to pay you for your efforts. I'll see what I can
No
scrounge
need.
up. Well, I insist. I'll see what I can scrounge up once we get back to Tazatlan.
I cannot accept that.
And she'll look to Axee and Baerith.
I kind of nod in agreement. Perhaps if you feel some sense of obligation, perhaps some supplies for the road.
Oh,
Just to make sure that we can get there and back with a minimum of fuss.
of course. Lanhim, what are you up to?
Oh, well, I just finished this job, so I guess I'm heading into town, and
Mhm.
we'll be seeing if anybody else is in need of my services.
Well, I actually wanted to talk to you about that, sir. I saw the way you fight, and you seemed quite adept at it. Would you perhaps like a gig, as you say?
We could come to an agreement, so long as we have a contract and payment.
Mhm.
And when we get that sorted, then I will do my job the best I possibly can.
I imagine it's is a little bit away. We can iron out the details on the trip.
Very well.
I was about to say, yeah, we absolutely use the skills of a dedicated woodsman. we seem to be a little bit lacking in that regard ourselves, despite being a small exploratory team.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'll be very content with coming along. Once I am, we get the contract sorted out.
Do we have Ray? Do the Sentinel? Does our organization generally? I know we tend to like go around and we do peacekeeping efforts as well as like exploratory and like aid and outreach.
Mhm.
Do we have some sort of like system setups for I suppose like maybe a dispensatory fund for contracting with local assistance.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of thing has come
Wait.
up so many times. You guys would probably have about it really depends on the job, but if you were able, it's kind of like when you turn your receipt in at the end of a job, and you will be reimbursed for it.
Mhm.
But rather, you have the receipt instead of paying for the goods. The goods being Lanhim in this situation, they would pay him directly.
Okay. I would call it a service.
Goods and service.
Wait, who's the ranking shield bearer here? Because I know it's not me.
Oh, I think we're all
I
field
think-
agents. I think.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think my character
what a-
might have seniority, but I don't
Okay.
think
Oh,
I'm on
okay,
a
so-
higher rank than anyone.
So we're not
else.
really a
it's either me
squad,
or
an
Detdet, I
established
think.
squad or anything.
No, it's not like
I
you have
think
a
that
leader.
I think we are like a team that we regularly go with, but like there's no leader among us. We're all like sort of
Expected
together.
I mean, it's a 3-person squad. We're expected to know what our role is and like perform.
Yeah, one of the first things I thought about doing when we got to Epsilon is to check on if there's a Citadel embassy in which we can iron out some of these details.
Ah.
Because
Alright.
I'd like to also set in place some evacuation measures, just in case we don't do the job.
in case our investigation turns up the fact that like this is going to be a problem. and
Yeah,
not one
absolutely.
little bit
Yeah,
of
because there's always the chance that this is like a natural event that we can't stop in any way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, to be fair, that's part of your job. Like, if you have the
Yeah.
ability to stop this, stop it. But if you don't, then it's mostly just like reporting back and putting the procedures in place.
Mhm.
All right. So with all of that, you guys would finally arrive at Etizalan. Unfortunately, I don't have a map. I wish I did, but maps on this model are very limited.
It's
But
fun.
the town of Etizalan has seen better days. Although its colorfully painted stone homes and shady, tree-lined streets are welcoming, an air of urgency lingers over the community. Many of the stalls in the town's paved central market are closed as locals shore up buildings damaged by the recent earthquakes or reinforce the town walls. As all of this is happening around you, you would see a pretty decent mix of humans and dwarves with brown skin and black hair rushing about. Baerith, maybe you're a little bit surprised by this, but there's actually some tieflings here. But unlike you, they look different. Several of them have like marbled skin or like even lustrous skin, and they're all in shades of gems. It's nothing you've really seen before.
I was about to say, well, like at first I was like, well, my character's not bothered by this. He knows that tieflings tend to vary in shade and size, but no, like gemstone skins and like metal and gemstone skins seem a little that's a little unique even for that.
That's unique, but it's not like out of like character or anything. And also you have to remember that you're from the prime material plane of Toril, and this is like an entirely different sphere.
Of course, and like I mean, I've been working this job for quite some time.
Yeah,
I'm
so
very
maybe you've
used to,
seen like a
unique.
You've probably seen a few of these gem-colored tieflings around, but you've never really known where they originate, and you've definitely never seen this many of them.
Does Baerith have a problem?
I
with their
have
skin?
absolutely no problem.
With
Why
their
would it?
skin color?
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like where this one's going.
Bit over!
I'd like to look around. Any goats?
Yeah, your wife's here. Wait, your
My
wife's a
wife
driver.
isn't a goat.
Your wife's a drider, that's right. Yeah, you would definitely see some goats, just like kind of lazily chewing. Maybe a few of them are like, as people run by, a few of them will faint.
What?
You
Why?
can't, you
You've
can't
never
cheat on
seen
your
a
wife.
fainting goat? They're
I
so,
guess I'm.
they're
I
so
guess I'm not
cute.
as well versed in goat. But
They're
I
so
think
cute.
Mhm.
See, Fred gets me. But yes, there are
They are
goats.
pretty cute.
All right.
Have you never seen The Men Who Stare at Goats?
During the trip,
Lord.
I would have talked to Brett about his our arrangement, and hopefully come to some sort of agreement.
I agree. Yeah, my priority is the next job, so all my
Yes.
focus and attention is on the process of getting that done.
Awesome.
I
awesome.
see Skips is kind of starting the negotiation process. I lean over and I ask Lanhim, have you ever done work for what's the name of our organization again?
The
Excuse
Shield
me.
Bearers.
Shield
Shield
Bearers.
Bearers. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
For some reason I keep hearing I know it's an S thing and my brain wants to say Sentinels so bad.
Dude, there's so many
Um,
stupid names in D&D. Don't feel bad to ask what's up.
Have you ever done work for the Citadel or the Shield Bearers before, Lanhim?
I normally don't ask my clients too in depth of their reasoning for their travels. So I have done many jobs for many people.
I merely ask out of a sense of familiarity with our process. At the end of your terms of service, you will receive we will give you a letter of receipt that you would issue to a like a Citadel dispensary, and you would be compensated according to your services rendered at
We
a
also
fair
have
commensurate
dental.
rate. No, contract work. So listen, we have to retain some of our perks.
It's,
Agreed. Just note that if payment isn't made, and your organization will not do the payment, I will ensure that I get payment one way or another.
Oh my gosh.
But
roll intimidation.
do note that as the contract is active, I will do my best to make sure that the mission is successful.
We're not going to
course.
fleece you, except for maybe me. It's a
Bah.
goat joke. Bah.
Fred threatening someone was not something that was on my bingo for today.
That's
so
not a threat. That is
calmly.
a business
It's a
That is it.
description.
No,
It Skips quickly writes a note in his notebook.
of course. And if you decide that if for whatever reason you require additional assurance of our good word on this, I would be more than happy. We would be more than happy to work something out.
I reach out for a handshake.
And I will give the handshake, though also still have a very, I guess, neutral, stern face.
Heck yeah.
Very well.
Look, I've got -3 charisma for a reason.
Oh, I guess your intimidation wouldn't work that well, would it?
No, my intimidation and persuasion are actually terrible. But
Good thing you didn't actually do that intimidation check.
mhm,
Like sometimes you can intimidate other players without rolling,
That's true.
mhm.
and you did.
Mm-hmm. I practically heard his little bare knuckles crack.
Little bare knuckles.
Fred, you just went to a nonsense for like a half a frame.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so cute.
The mute frame.
That was so cute. All right,
Anyways,
so you're being on this wagon, you're being rolled in, and the wheel is starting to go, but it's okay because you're pretty much to your destination. Maybe you'll get out to stop putting so much strain on the wagon, and you would
I
be
did a good job fixing it.
you did, but it only lasts so long. And you're being
Oh, I thought we were already in the city. Whoops.
oh no, you
We're
did get to
going
the
through
city.
the
So I
city
s-
right now.
You made it. It's just been a
Oh,
mile,
okay.
like a mile or two. And you'll be led to a certain area by Amayali. And Axee, you will feel someone like pulling on you, and you turn around to see like two little tiefling kids, and one will be like, "Where are your horns?"
I glance over. I'm like really amused. Like, yeah, actually, where are your horns?
Flashing back to Fitlip.
Axie will say her horns are on the inside.
Ooh,
The kid-
ooh.
The kid just
What
kind of
is-
stares at you for a bit, and he kind of blinks. The other kid is like just sucking on his thumb, like not saying anything, and the first one will go, "Hey, will your dad let you go play stickball with the other kids?" Like, and you begin to realize this kid thinks you are a child tiefling.
I don't know. Actually, I think we have a little bit of business to take care of. You'll have to play with your new friends here in another day.
Axie will actually kick the dirt to make it look like she was a child who was told no.
So, Amiyali would take you guys aside. She would shuffle over to Lanhim, and Lanhim, she would give you the money that she owes you, which is 150 gold, as per your contract. And she'll say, "Well, we didn't make it nearly as far as I thought we did, but I'm a woman of my word. Thank you so much."
I'll quietly nod and receive the payment.
So after that, she would ask you all to come inside, and the area that she's brought you into is clearly like a makeshift library of sorts for priests, but also being like a little repository for any supplies that they have. You kind of get the feeling that they make do around here. And she would pull you aside and show you that she does have a wagon prepared for you, and not really any supplies to go with it. But she would turn to you all and say, "Well, if you can make it up the mountain and bring my priest back, well, even if you can get word of what's happening, I would be glad to pay you 400 gold in total."
I'm sorry, it already left my brain. What were these priests? What religion were they associated with?
Oh, they are associated with, let's see. Oh, they are associated with Mistra.
Oh, okay.
Mr.
Axie respects priests of any sort of religion, but I was just curious to remember what they were associated with.
Mm-hmm. For world building.
Yeah.
They're associated with world building. Gotcha.
But the silver flame encompasses all, but not all are drawn to the flame.
Were you needing to... I'm sure we can manage to scrape up a few supplies if there's anything in particular that you were needing.
Just perhaps travel rations, a torch or two,
Mhm.
basic things. We have our own, of course, but have an excess of preparation never hurt anyone.
Of course, and she will do what she can. She manages to scrape up some torches and some batons, and maybe even like a good length of rope that you guys can add on there. And as for rations, she
Some
would
what?
give batons.
Like climbing batons.
Yeah,
Oh.
we talked about this last time.
Yeah. That's why the word stood out to me. I was like, wait a minute. This is...
She would give you for rations these little cloth handkerchiefs that are tied up that have rice with little bits of papaya and turkey in it. Smoked turkey. There's about 3 of them.
Yeah.
Not much, but it's something. Oh, and I've got these.
Oh.
And she will...
How many rations have we gone through, by the way, so far?
Oh, none. It's only been like...
Oh, okay.
You've only gone like 2 miles.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hmm.
I just
I'm
I just
okay.
wanted to make sure,
Yeah.
like, all right, we didn't have to go any like on our trip to that first encounter or something.
No, no. Okay, so she would also say, "Oh, of course, I almost forgot these." And she'll reach into her bag and give you these little glass jars that you can tell were probably like hand blown that have healing potions in them. So you each get a healing potion.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
If only I
what-
were here
what
for different
drink?
reasons. I think it's
What
regular
sh-
healing, probably.
Okay, just regular healing potion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
If only I were here for other reasons, I would love to sample the local cuisine.
Well, you'll have to come back. We'd love to have you here under better circumstances.
Perhaps if we can make things safer, I could bring my lovely wife and son here.
I didn't know that you were married. Is she a satyr too?
No,
She
Fair
kind
enough.
of just like waits as if you're gonna expound upon that.
I don't.
All right then. And she's going
No one
to.
here is arachnophobic, are they?
Well, I can't speak for. Wait, why does. What?
Anyways, I'd like to know if there's a Citadel embassy near here,
Hmm. Here, no, it's too small, but I'm sure if you.
or any sort of local authority that I could speak to in regards to some potential evacuation procedures.
Of course, of course. There's a council building nearby, and she'll point you in that direction.
And also, if there is perhaps a place in which I could buy scrolls, I believe I'll be in need of perhaps a skywrite scroll, perhaps, or a sending scroll,
Mm-hmm.
something to get the message across if things go poorly.
Oh, of course. You should go and talk to the people at the council room. I believe that they keep a decent supply of that kind of stuff for when they have to go up to the Watchers of Ash. They have to resupply that kind of stuff after all.
I tap Skips on the shoulder. If you wish to speak with the local authority, I can get that sorted for us.
It,
The scroll of sending, like that sort of thing.
yeah, yes.
Oh, it's at the council building.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I mean,
were you suggesting you split up or something?
a little bit. It sounded like you kind of wanted to talk with them, and I figured while you were busy doing that, I could also time's of the essence, of course.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Baerith.
No, I was the priest.
Oh,
Amiali.
Amiali.
I just imagine Dettet's character just like
I just
like
assumed Skips has
you
forgotten my
know me?
name.
You are my son's godfather.
And like that stalked you before.
Is there? Should we procure our own sort of cart and ox, or?
Dude, she just gave you a cart, and she's like, "You can have our ox for now."
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's fine. That's fine. I guess she didn't say the ox part out loud, but it was kind of inferred. Unless you.
I
wanted
just thought
to-
I was gonna have to. I thought I was just gonna have to like drag the cart along. I'm like, oh okay.
I mean,
Oh,
you
didn't
literally
you
have
yell
some.
at me for suggesting that last time?
Yeah. What? Just because I have horns means I'm some sort of beast of burden, Skips? What's wrong with you?
But also, Skips literally has hooves. It's in his name.
And horns.
Yeah. That just means it's worse. You're another one. You're keeping another horned race down.
To the council.
I like to imagine that you guys have been
We're not-
talking about this the whole
We're not
time.
we're not relitigating horn on horn racism.
that's insensitive. They prefer to be referred to as horny races.
I think they prefer to be called hornies.
That sounds like a slur. That straight up sounds like a slur.
I was trying to go with furry, but horny. But all right.
It's okay.
No,
They're
it's-
taking it back.
It's not your word.
Skips is
I'm
already
too
beating.
white to have. I'm too white to be making these jokes.
Yeah,
on
for
myself.
real, for real. Let's stop.
Skips is already beating satyr allegations by wearing pants.
Good for you, man.
Skips has got his special pants.
All right, so after it's not a hard walk over there. You can definitely tell which one's the council building because it's much grander than all the others. Granted, it's very easy with how badly beat up a lot of these places are. You would have like a few words with the councilmen, and they would be glad to give you a scroll of sending if there was anything else that you wanted to like discuss with them.
I mean, just sort of like put in place, and I guess probably get in touch with the other surrounding villages about the possible evacuation plans.
Yeah, don't worry, they are definitely already working on that.
Right. We should. When we came out of the portal, we were just sort of on the path.
Mm-hmm.
How would one access the portal? Like on this side.
So, your insignias of the shield bearers are able to call back the Concord Jill that is used for that kind of transportation.
Oh, so these people aren't going to be evacuating to the Citadel.
Yes, that is what your plan is. Yes.
But how?
So the place that you went to, if you were to go back to there, then you can call the Concord Jewel back. The Concord Jewel is huge. Like, it's got enough room for several carts in there.
Okay. But would one of us need to be there?
You do know that there are representatives of the Radiant Citadel here, just not in
Okay.
Netazalin. But you know that if there was word, that they would be able to mobilize pretty quickly.
Okay, then I will send word.
Yes.
And that will be sort of my thing that I do. Does anyone else want to do a thing?
You just stand in the area and you call out to Heimdall to send you back.
Yep.
All right, so I will add to my inventory scroll of sending.
It's like red scroll of ye eat.
You eat. I might make that a god at some point. It's so funny.
What is that?
You eat?
A scroll of yeet.
That's a different spell.
It's very effective.
Mm-hmm.
The activating word is this bitch empty.
Yeet! That is the god of yeet. It's he who is empty.
Oh yay, and this bitch empty.
There's a character. There's a character in Dungeons and Daddies named Eat Bigley. He has a skateboard for legs.
You know,
Wait, how does that work?
carefully.
Wait, so like, is his lower half? Is he just
Like
like?
he has legs, but like at the bottom of him is a permanently grafted to his feet skateboard.
Okay, that's acceptable then. Okay, it's just
Wait,
like a
how does he
McDonald's.
get any? Wait a second. How does he get any fucking momentum going? If that's the case, if his feet are fused to the skateboard,
He
don't
pushes
explain it.
himself.
With a little help with from his friends.
Yeah, that's true.
I have
Because-
never heard of Dungeons and Daddies.
You
until this moment.
haven't?
no, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't heard of that either.
Really?
But I'm
I've
like,
heard of
yeah,
that.
the skateboard feet sounds about
It's-
the level that I'm
It's
expecting.
Dungeons
to
and
hear that.
Daddies (parentheses not a BDSM podcast).
okay.
That's the
I
full
see
of
that.
the podcast.
You know, it's they're just sitting there like, you know, my T-shirt is answering a lot of questions that or is causing people to ask me a lot of questions that should be answered by my T-shirt.
Yeah. There's a system where if you make a dad joke, then I think everyone takes 1d6 of psychic damage.
Everyone
Well-
except the person who makes the joke.
Well, yeah,
gets
that's
inspiration.
obviously.
Mhm.
So, what other preparations are you guys making before you head out?
Let me see. What do I have? I do not have a whole lot in terms of dispensatory funds. I think what I'm doing is I'm just kind of getting a feel for like the vibe on the street, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get
Just-
something,
just-
put it on the company.
Well, just get an idea for like how the people are feeling. Like are they like what's the mood in the city like?
You would definitely notice that there aren't many people around. Like, for a town of this size, there should be some people mulling around, especially at this time of day. but a lot of people are just like working on, besides children, they're working on like boarding up houses and repairing the walls. Some of them like will glance at you, but not in a way that's like concerned or wary. It's just like more confusion than anything. You get the feeling that maybe this town doesn't get a lot of like outsiders. I will say Baerith and Lanhim aren't being particularly like, people aren't particularly like, huh, about you guys. And Lanhim, you definitely know that there are some gnomes that live in Tletepec, just not here.
Hmm. Yeah, from being a family of traveling merchants, fairly familiar with the like, I guess, gnome populations of the surrounding areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of them don't live around here, but you do know that there's like a sizable population that is in. Hold on one second. Oh, this is probably the wrong thing. Over in it's Miko. They even have like a worship of Gon set up over there.
Miko.
It's Miko. It's over. It's on the map.
It's next to
It's
the
by the-
Obsidian Gulf.
Yeah, it's in the Obsidian Gulf.
Yeah,
Hey, Miko.
it's Miko.
It's Miko.
It's a Miko. That's Hatsune Miku.
Is this insensitive?
No, this is me.
It's not until you ask that question.
Axee, Skips, Lanhim. What are you guys up to?
Axee actually is messing around with the kids and paying close attention to the things they say to kind of hear about the current state of everything, because the children would be the most honest, and the Silver Flame does bless the little children.
All the children in the world.
Yes, the Silver Flame does love them.
As some of these kids are like playing around, one of them would just like, if they got knocked over, then they're gonna be then the other one would say, "Stop it, or else the fire giant will eat ya." And then the other one will look a little bit scared and says, "You're not supposed to talk about that."
Well,
That's a really good. That was a really good kid voice.
Talk about that.
Well, Axee will ask what's a fire giant.
You're not supposed to talk about fire giants. Mom says if you talk about fire giants, they'll come and eat ya.
Interesting.
They
But
only
where
eat
do they
bad
come
kids,
from?
though.
But where do they come from?
And then one of them will just like turn and point towards the volcano. Like the one that was not saying anything but sucking on his thumb.
Well, and Axee will tell them that she's giving them a blessing that makes them all good children,
Sick, thanks.
but only if they eat their vegetables.
No terms and conditions.
They don't understand what you're talking about. They still think you're like 5.
Yeah. But still, she says it as if it's part of whatever game they're playing.
Yeah, and then like the other kids will like just like pick up the sticks they were using for stickball and will just like start bopping each other and be like, "You're blessed." And they'll start this new game where they're just like chasing each other around with sticks, hitting each other and like giving each other blessings. And you're like, "Oh, this probably wasn't what I was intended to do."
Hey, you can.
No, Axee will actually smile and nod approvingly. They're little priests in the making.
All little pamphlets about the Silver Flame.
You just made Mormons?
Next time she'll teach them how to spread the good word.
Now you're making Mormons.
The greater Church of Latter-day Flames.
Lanhim, what are you doing?
I still feel quite well equipped and prepared from the first job. So
to be fair, you only went like a mile out of town and then came back.
You got a real good deal.
And we got paid 150 gold for that.
A contract is a contract.
Bridge. I don't think you
All right.
technically completed the job.
All right, Chilchuck.
He's the right height. Skips, what are you doing?
True.
I've seen
Uh,
this kind of thing before.
Skips will um can I do like a history check on this town?
Yes, absolutely. And let me know what you roll because I'm not looking at the rolls.
That's a 10.
You would know that this is just a very small town that people pass through mostly to resupply on their way up the mountains. So, not much in terms of history, unfortunately.
Skips will go down to I guess how much time do we have before we're gonna head out?
I would
If
say
we have, like,
times of the essence. I would say we would probably want to be getting
yeah, I
going
think
as soon as
maybe
possible.
I'd be saddling up our stuff into the carriage,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess maybe
I'll need to ask about something before we go. So
Yeah, it's probably been about an hour since you guys
I-
arrived here. You three arrived here.
can I ritual cast comprehend languages
Yeah, absolutely.
and just sort of see if I can get like a little bit more gossip around if I like pretend like I'm not listening to people?
Yes, you can do that. How long does ritual casting take? It's 10 minutes, right?
It's 10
I
minutes.
think it's some. I think it's some.
it depends on the spell, yeah, but it's usually like it could be like 10 minutes or it can be an hour.
It's 10 minutes plus the initial casting time of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So comprehend languages, it takes an action. So it'll take 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay.
I know there's ones that like specifically take longer, but I think most rituals casting is like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So with that, you are able to cast ritual cast this spell, and most of the people here are speaking some form of common. You will also hear like a little bit of infernal from tieflings, maybe a little bit of dwarvish. Let's see. The language of this location is called Tlettatali, which is just like their regional dialect and regional language. And you would hear them, some people saying, "Well, do you think that any more is gonna come?" And then the other person will shake their head and say, "Well, with 4 earthquakes this month, certainly more to follow." And then the other person will say, "Most we ever got was 2. That was when I was a kid." And they will continue spackling up the house that they were working on.
What happened when that guy was a kid?
So I also wanted to ask Ray for when the kids told me about the fire giants, what could I have rolled to see if that would have like popped up anything in my head?
Go ahead and make me a history check.
History. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
baby!
Hey,
It's a
That'd be
nat
nat.
20.
Nat 20?
Okay.
Okay. You have definitely
Yeah,
read you've definitely done
Sorry.
like a lot more preparation for this, and you know from your readings that there are fire giants in this region that usually patrol near the volcanoes. They have a very bad relationship with the people of Tletepec because they were the original settlers here and the people of Tletepec were outsiders, and their volcanoes definitely caused like a shift in the natural landscape that ruined their homes.
All right,
So
yeah.
they were
Whenever
here.
she's done playing with the kids and rejoins everybody else, she'll dispense that knowledge.
Fire giants. How are they going to get jobs?
What? Sorry, repeat that. I didn't quite catch that.
Stupid.
Fire giants? How are they going to get jobs now?
So stupid.
That's really fucking stupid. Mm.
If we were going by Dungeons and Dratties, not a BDSM podcast rules, then you would have everyone take a d6 of psychic damage, but we're not.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to say, do we? Let me see. Do I have? Is there anything that I could really do to prepare? Let me see. Maybe I change some of my stuff here. I might end up changing some of my prepared spells on the journey out there. If Let me take a look here real quick. Mm, No, nothing that I can really adjust here real quick. This is going to be particularly great one way or another when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna, I nod and I'll take it under advisement, I suppose.
Hey, what's the ox's name?
It doesn't look like it has a name. Amiyali's not here right now. She had to run off to go do some other stuff, so she didn't give you a name for this ox.
Well, I won't give it a name if she's not around, because like, what if it has a name already? I don't want to give it an identity crisis, and I don't want it to get attached to us, because we're not going to be here very long.
Oh. And then he's saying, having thought all that, he is immediately attached.
The
Let me
ox
roll
would look at
animal
you.
handling.
The ox would look at you, and it does have one of those little nose rings.
That's very cute. I like you, ox.
With that 16 that you rolled in animal handling, then it will like nuzzle into your hand a little bit.
It's over for him.
It's over.
How do I roll to contain my emotional state?
That would be a deception.
Roll deception, Liger. Oh, no one knows.
Oh.
I keep it in, but my eyes are a little bit watering.
At 19, they're a little bit watery. That must have been a really high DC.
Anything under a 10.
A very
Anything under a
true.
10, and he like balls in the ground for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so you guys heading out?
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got more or less everything we need from you.
Does anyone want do we have fireproof stuff?
I mean, I'm resistant to fire. I don't know about you guys. That I come pre-built with that.
I doubt I would have found any magical items that make me resistant to fire, but
Not for the
Not in this
not for
town.
what we get paid.
Mm-mm.
We got our
well, not in this town either,
cool.
because it's full of tieflings. They're already resistant to fire. They don't need anything like that.
I listen, man. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't.
Well, fire isn't really the problem with volcanoes. See, when it happens, is there's going to be pyroclastic flow, and that's going to be ash mostly, which is probably going to deal bludgeoning damage rather than the heat.
That's why I've got my armor.
But I can punch anything that does bludgeoning damage to me.
Yeah, you
I'm
just punch
fine.
it back.
I'm fine. Yeah.
A wall of ash.
Listen, if Axee was in Pompeii, things would have gone differently.
I would have dispersed that shit.
Axee would have escaped Quintus.
Everybody looks at Baerith like, "What, Pompeii? What the fuck are you talking about?"
The old legend. Don't worry about it.
Talk about pomegranates.
There's something like that. Don't worry. Like I said, don't worry about it.
Off
So
we
much
go.
knowledge of the other realms.
Pomegranate?
Everyone, fill your water skins and get out. Use the bathroom. Use the bathroom before we leave. I'm not turning around. I'm not stopping.
All right, with
You
that,
will have to shit off the back of the cart. It will be embarrassing.
it will be
Axee
embarrassing.
uses the bathroom.
It won't be that embarrassing. The ox does that too.
Roll for roll a d4.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh wait, hold on.
D4.
I was about to
Oh,
roll
you-
as Hirimi and not as Axee.
Oh, you pooped. You got a number 2.
Oh, what the hell's number 4?
It was gonna be like 1 and 2.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
not a 3?
No.
You know, I was.
Odds or evens.
Oh,
I was-
okay.
I was when I said that, I was about to go say Axee goes and takes a fat dump, but
This
apparently
is-
that's what I got.
this-
No,
I got a
it's
2,
canon.
so
It's canon now.
This is
Is this the pyroclastic
is-
flow?
This is listen. I haven't had any local cuisine yet. This is rolling for your defecation feels very fatal-esque, and I feel like we should avoid that on principle.
Okay, no. Fair. I take that back. You do whatever.
You're right.
kind of
It should
poop
be
you want.
discreet.
hold on. No, I have to roll a Constitution with this fat dump.
Wait, why
Okay,
did you roll stealth?
I take a very easy dump.
Okay, good. Okay,
Okay, if you got a high stealth, no one would have heard it.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
All right. Anyways,
you guys continue
we
on
can
this
leave.
wonderful journey that is definitely not like fatal.
Nothing like fatal.
Welcome to our D&D game, chat. I'm sure y'all are having a great time.
I'm
listening to
sure.
this.
You know what? Talking about bathroom, I don't think I'll ever get a better segue. Let's go ahead and take a 15 real fast.
Yeah, you know what? Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Honestly, I was
Like
gonna
a
wait a
little
little bit, but
snack.
I'm like, that's a good segue.
Yeah.
All right, so chat, we will be back in just a minute. We see you soon. Bye.
Liger experience.
You know why?
Because you are the pooper scooper.
You are the pooper scooper. Welcome back, chat. Okay, so you
Don't
guys
believe them, chat.
don't
their
believe the
lies.
limitless power of a giraffe, chat.
Limitless power of a giraffe.
So, you guys have finally started heading out out of Etzazalan and up the
Yes,
mountain.
after Axee's monster dookie.
Yes, it added at least like another 3 hours onto your journey. Not really.
Oh.
You guys have been like, it probably took an hour to get from where you were to Etzazalan and get everything you needed. So you are now out. You're going to be traveling this path. It's pretty much going back the same way that you were coming, going up
It's
the
that
mountain.
it's that path heading up northward towards Atiali Lake,
Yes,
and
exactly.
then like
Well, let me
kind of
double.
looping around. And
I
then
say
going
yes. Let me
to-
make sure. Oh yes,
'cause
100%.
that looks like a road.
Yes, that is a
Okay.
road. It's
So I'm assuming the route we're going to be taking, unless like of course we make the decision when the time comes. But we're gonna like loop around to the the west side of Atali Lake, follow the little bit of path of the river up, and then kind of work our way through the mountains to the Wind Gods Observatory.
Yes,
We're gonna
exactly.
walk through the lake.
Skips, you can walk through the lake. I promise. I promise. I'll see you on the other side. I will make sure to tell your beautiful Drider wife that you died bravely.
Can he like put his? Can he?
I am willing. I am willing to lie for you, friend.
I can swim.
Swim
Then
across
he'll
the
be
lake. Swim across the
Then
whole
he'll
lake.
be sure to take care of your wife.
No, that's
listen. No. Listen.
No, I think
Ray's right-
my wife's
Ray's
friend
right
Ray
there.
will do that.
Yeah, exactly.
The only other member of my wife's book club who only meet when I'm not at work.
And every single one of their their books that they read just has like really like
I actually don't
either,
ever see my
the
wife read.
occasional the occasional hunky man on front, but there's mostly just like a bunch of like women like kind of like fanning themselves in very sheer blouses.
Goats are actually quite strong swimmers.
Books are strong swimmers, it turns out. Yeah.
Goats.
And goats.
Goats are strong swimmers.
I think books are strong swimmers too, though.
As you guys are making your way out, you've been traveling for about an hour, discussing whether goats are good swimmers in your wife's book club, and I want all of you guys to make me a perception check.
Oh boy. Should we be doing a perception check, or do we want to be doing passive perception?
It's perception check.
Okay. Sure thing.
Okay, active. She doesn't want my 17 passive
I
perception.
don't. Get that out of here.
You perform or die.
And also
19.
There.
19.
See, you rolled better.
Okay.
That's 15. That's not terrible. That's better
15?
than my passive. Yeah.
Hirimi bread.
Red rolled a 6, and
I got 11.
Oh
I
yeah.
draw my longbow.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not used to announcing my rolls in roll
It's okay.
20.
Just
Oh,
do
yeah.
that because like chat can't see it, and also I'm not
good
looking
point.
at it
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wait, you guys need to be on a different map. Rude of me.
I was wondering why our
Extremely.
car got lit on fire again.
Again.
Bye bye, minion.
Oh, it's so
goodbye.
verdant, so pretty. I
Yeah,
love
this is what it's supposed to look
Goodbye,
like.
minion.
I would
Wow,
love
I
to visit
can't
this
I
place.
can't wait for something to not ruin that. And us
Light
to
it
just
on
pass through
fire.
it normally. I don't know why they managed to come up with a map where we just like very easily pass through.
Very weird that they would do that.
Yeah.
So it's strange that the two of you who are doing the bulk of this conversation are the ones who notice it, but you hear something behind you. You hear
It's
like
because our mental faculties are engaged and the other two are just like zoning out, their brain cells are
that's
dying.
exactly what it is. You guys are debating too hard. But you would hear like the sound of like a branch breaking and then like steps like kind of like running away.
That sounded like a very small or very agile creature. And I like look at Axee. I look at Lanhim. I'm like, okay, they're still here, so it's not one of them.
Oh
Mhm.
god, it's a minion.
And as you're like looking around,
Stop drawing a minion on the side of the fucking picture. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Minion will prevail.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
Away, you yellow devil.
Whoa.
Yeah, wait a second.
Oh, he's smiling though. It's fine.
Wow. Wow.
Wait a second, Detdet.
I just realized.
Talking about giraffes.
Yeah, he's
I'm-
talking about
I
a
am
giraffe.
I
You
am
know, the
talking about
notorious giraffes.
Famously nimble, famously light-footed giraffes.
Yeah, famous giraffes at Citadel who are around volcanoes.
Yeah.
Those volcano. That, you know what? That's what they were talking about with fire giants. It was actually
Yeah, they
a
call them
giraffe.
they call them lava spouts. Actually,
So let's see.
yeah, I thought it was a Mega Man reference. It absolutely was. Wink.
Skips, you actually are able to look around, and you're able to quite easily see what this thing was, as you see like something very brightly colored darting behind a tree, and you're pretty sure you saw some feathers.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do we have like? Can you do a like?
Can
some
I
sort
do a
of
nature check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could I also do a nature check just
Yeah.
to like? I mean, I'm probably not doing nearly as well as
Yeah.
him, so maybe I roll with
Mm.
him.
Please
Oh,
No,
or
you will not be.
Or Skips just has it. Who knows? Oh no, the minion is firing his gun.
It was a minion all along with feathers.
I draw my longbow.
Okay, Skip's got a 24.
Banana.
You would know that you saw several different colors of feathers, and you would know that, like, birds of this area do come in very bright colors, but not all of them are of that coloration. Like, it was more just a flashy show of feathers rather than a proper bird that
Is
you
it
saw.
a quetzal?
Huh?
Is it a quetzal?
It could be a quetzal.
Or whatever the monster version in the monster video is. Or a cockatrice.
It could be a cock. Wait, no, cockatrices are exclusively chickens. It was not a cockatrice.
Chicken's gonna be colorful.
But this tree is like notorious. Like, it's not very thick. Like, it's probably
But-
probably about a little bit thicker than you guys are. So you know it
What
can't be.
direction did it sound like the footprints were going in?
It is like from behind you, and it was like darting away.
Okay. Assuming it's an animal, we can probably continue and try, and maybe it probably won't attack us. If it's an animal,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll fire a warning shot at the tree.
You level your bow and shoot, and you would hear like a kind of from behind the tree. And that was clearly a voice, not an animal.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
is somebody there? I didn't.
please
I
don't
thought it
yell
was
so loud. It's very
I thought it
startling.
an animal.
After a few moments, very, like, kind of embarrassedly, you would see a tiefling step out from behind this tree.
Well, that doesn't have feathers at all.
Well, they are dressed in feathers. They are a green tiefling who has a very beautiful marbling about them with these kind of veins that look gold.
You're
across
not a
them.
minion.
They are not a minion, and they aren't wearing too much clothing, but they are wearing like a headdress and a skirt with feathers all over it. And they will like hold their hands up at you, looking really scared.
I glance back and forth and I kind of inquire in Infernal. Excuse me, ma'am. We didn't mean to startle you. Is there something that we can help you with?
They kind of perk up a little bit when they hear Infernal, and they nod back at you and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was following you because I don't know. We don't get outsiders to Island very often, and I was just curious what you were up to."
We're here to we're simply here to check on the status of the volcanoes, make sure that nothing's too that the situation isn't too far gone, and if it is, to either prevent what's happening or ensure that people get out, people are evacuated and get out safely. We're humanitarian aid.
Humanitarians? We really don't see anything like that. And they will just like immediately like almost start skipping up to you and like holding onto the back of the cart, like looking up at you almost with like childlike enthusiasm, even though they are clearly an
old?
adult.
I was about to say, how old do they look? Can I get
they're-
a sense?
They are an adult. You can tell that
Okay.
they're probably like 20s.
Okay,
So younger than you.
gotcha. Yeah.
Hey. Barrett, what are you guys talking about?
Just curious local is all. Where are you from, miss? I kind of switched back to Infernal.
Oh, I'm back. I come from Etazalin. I'm one of the priests there.
Ah, you give me 1 second here. Pin message there.
Has it been over an hour since I cast Comprehend Languages?
Yeah, it has been an hour. Sorry,
Oh.
bud.
You're one of
Wow.
you work under Amayali?
Oh, no, I'm a worshiper of Shantae. Shantia. Shantia.
It's like, oh, Shantae, I played that.
Yeah. You were
She's
Jin
half
worshiper.
genie and half hero.
Jin worshippers. Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Decent
Can I roll a religion check on that real
Yeah,
quick?
100%.
Because I am not familiar with that deity.
Okay.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
1d20 -1. That's
You're-
I'm pretty sure that's some kind of god.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's some kind of god. You are a paladin!
Yeah, well, I'm not a very smart
Hold on.
paladin.
Hold on.
I busted heads for a living before I turned onto this whole saving people.
Yeah, that was like 20
gig.
years ago!
Yeah,
Detdet.
and that doesn't mean I'm very smart.
Detdet.
My early education failed me. Okay, all right.
Does the
don't
fucking
have to be
God who was
religious.
left behind.
There's
Does the
nothing that
fucking
says paladins have to
goblin
be
monk
religious.
have a higher religion than you?
Yes. Yes. All right, that's fine. I know a mater. I know my guy. I know my guy mater.
Oh,
That's all I
please.
need.
Yeah, it's like Toe Mater without
Please.
the toe.
Silver Flame,
Please
be with
stop.
this faithless paladin.
So you do not
Oh,
recognize that goddess
Axee's
at all.
gonna have to try to convert you.
Paladins don't
Oh.
have to be religious.
Yeah, I can I swore a vow to myself, and like Ilmater just happens to line up with that enough that I'm like, yeah, you're cool.
Yeah, Mater, we can.
I'll throw my tithes that way.
Mhm.
But have you considered a kick-ass
No.
flame that's silver?
No, I have not actually.
It's pretty cool.
You know, now that you bring it up, it sounds pretty kick-ass.
It is pretty kick-ass.
Okay, so I don't recognize that deity.
No, you don't.
All right, well,
What are you guys talking about?
it's just discussing where she came from. Can I have a minute to have a conversation here without needing translation every 5 seconds, Skip?
Well, all
Can you
right.
get your
Skip's kind of points at his non-existent watch. It's like, yeah,
Are we still? We're not moving. right now.
fate of the nation. Fate of the nation.
Oh Lord.
Entire countryside's population's in danger.
Anyways, if there's nothing I can help you with, ma'am, I would probably urge you to head back to the city. We're probably going into a fair amount of danger, and I'd hate to endanger somebody else through my own negligence.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure I could put some of my skills to use. You're a paladin, but maybe you need some healing. I could offer any kind of like healing or spells or maybe some translations. I can do a lot of different things.
Coming after my bag. That's my bag.
I pause for a second because she does bring up a pretty good point, but at the same time, like her whole attitude kind of smacks of like a little bit of naivete, and I'm a little like. She's talking a pretty good game, but like how like I don't want to put somebody who gets somebody in over their head. Can I get like maybe like an insight check or something to be able to see how like maybe the way she carries herself, if she's like has any sort of like experience when it comes to like combat or whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, you see, there's something I'm good at.
What'd you get?
Well, let me roll it, but +5. Oh, it's a 14.
14?
So
You definitely get the idea that this person with their manicured nails and their long, pretty hair probably hasn't done much, but they look eager to help. Look, I can stay in the back. I can not engage. I can just throw some heals your way.
I think I'm pausing. I'm turning to the group. Do I get the feeling she understands common?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay. Well then, never mind.
And you gotta remember, it is like the most common language.
Oh, I mean, fair enough. But the way we've been kind of going about it made it seem like it was like maybe like a different enough dialect that like some meaning was lost.
I got
She
you.
knows Esperanto.
Oh no, no one should know Esperanto.
You know what? I'm gonna learn that on Duolingo now.
That's a
New way to
that's a
torture yourself.
that's a
and
good
I'm
way
going
to
to
waste a couple months.
And I'm going to practice with literally nobody.
I was about to say I don't think anyone speaks Esperanto. It's a constructed language. Anyways, God, where was my train of thought on this?
Are
You
you
were about to
informing
say
us
yes,
of
and
what
then I
she
could
wants?
absolutely come with you.
That is yeah, I kind of shake my finger at her like, you almost got me.
Nah.
I kind of like raise an eyebrow. The young lady seems to wish to join us in our endeavor, and then like I subtly kind of like glance towards her like her well done hair, her like fancy nails or whatever, and I'm like, She says she's a priest. She's a priest that says she can offer us healing and like, backline support essentially.
The tiefling will like hold up a finger and say, "Oh, Aline," and also they them.
Oh, excuse me.
It's no problem.
What was their name? What was their name?
Aline.
Aline.
Come on,
okay,
Aline.
Aline.
It's on the pin thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Aline. They claim to wish to offer us
It's on the
backline
what?
support.
I put a pin.
The pronunciation guide.
Yeah, I put a pin thing in the Discord so you guys could know how to pronounce stuff.
I've been looking at
in the
terms this whole
Discord, okay.
time. I've been looking
I
at
thought.
terms
Well,
this
no,
whole
I
time.
thought you would put it in the journal section of Roll20. So I
That
was
would have
like
been
looking in there. and I
smart,
was like-
but also.
But also, like, I mean, fuck having to interact with Roll20 more than you absolutely need to, honestly.
Yeah,
I feel
honestly.
like your
Man, I
hatred
did
of
it.
You need to do the
Roll20
basics like roll dice and draw minions.
Which one were they?
The tiefling dancer.
Aline.
Tiefling dancer. Oh,
Aline.
Odin.
Come on, Aline.
I'd like to look over this person. Do they have any sort of like
This moment.
like weapons or like any sort of equipment?
Oh, yeah.
They don't appear to even have shoes.
They do not have shoes. Let's see. You would see that on their hip is a mace, but it does look like a brand new mace.
So, Axee, who has been sitting there looking like she's been meditating this whole time, just speaks up and says, "The Silver Flame has told me that she belongs here."
And then I turned to Skips. Anyways, so what do you think,
You could also hear the word of the Silver Flame, faithless paladin, if you were to pledge your fealty.
Do you have?
I'm
knowledge?
kind of spoken for, but thank you for the offer.
Do you have knowledge of this region and its perils?
Of course.
Do you accept the dangers therein?
They will like jump back and they will like square up their shoulders and salute at you and say, "I accept all of the dangers." But yes, I also know a lot about this region.
Without him. They're too eager, and I'm worried about them.
It sounds like a beneficial contract, though. As
It
requires
seems as though
nothing on our
we're.
end.
I'd like to suss out this person's motivations.
Sure.
Why do you want to follow us?
Well, why wouldn't I? I've lived in Netzazolan my whole life, and the priests there don't really get to go out and do much. Not in my order, anyway. Amayali does a whole lot more, but I'm gonna follow Mistra. I thought it'd be fun to get out, stretch my legs, look at all the different parts of Letzapak, and you guys are clearly not from here, so I want to know what's up with you.
Well, who did you follow?
They did say they follow.
They said it in
Shantia.
Infernal.
Yeah, I think,
Oh,
I
that's
think we
right.
were.
Oh,
I think we were talking infernal. At
That's
that
right, I
point, yeah.
forgot.
Yep.
Oh, I'm a follower of Shantia. Shantia. I'll say it right one day.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, that's 18 religion.
Okay, well, you guys are better than I am at this.
Okay, that is the Earth Mother. She is seen as a tamer parallel of Sylvanas. So it is
Oh,
very much a nature religion.
Well,
So you
Axee
guess-
recognizes the name from World of Warcraft.
So you have a vested
Sylvanas,
interest in
that's,
the land.
it's a very different. It's a very different sort of figure. I will caution you. I would not treat those two entities the same in any way, shape, or form.
All right, I believe they have my vote.
All right, so we're okay. So I'm outvoted. I
The
gotta-
Silver Flame. The Silver
I-
Flame has guided her to us,
I'll
whether
give
she
a-
knows it or not.
I'll give a
I-
message. I give a message cantrip to Baerith. Be like, I'll keep a close eye on it. Don't worry about it.
I kind of like give him a look like I wouldn't. And then I turned to Aline and I say, well, it seems as though I'm outvoted on this. So very well. This never let it be said that I'm a tyrant.
Right.
Why did
And
you say that?
But I will ask that you remain safe. Stay back. Do not feel the need to. If things look dangerous, please take care of yourself above all others.
I can do that. And they're gonna get a bit of a running start and jump on, like, kind of jump up to your cart and like pull themselves up. A little bit of effort required there, but they eventually manage to scuttle in there. And they'll be like, "So, what are your guys' names?"
I fighting off the urge to sigh at this. My name is Baerith Sarkann. I'm of the Shield Bearer Order of the Radiant Citadel.
The Radiant. I feel like I've heard of that somewhere. The Radiant Citadel?
It's an extraplanar. It's an extraplanar fortress city built around a large shard of crystal that fights off the surrounding corruption. Founded by a series. There's there's a whole history lesson. Do we have a pamphlet?
You
I
guys
feel
are.
like
handed
we
them a
should have a
pamphlet.
pamphlet.
I handed them a pamphlet that I had kept.
Incredible,
You're
incredible. Skips. You're a real hero.
You're from outside of Abara?
Axee's going to cut in. It is a city in the sky,
It's a city in another
but you
planet.
cannot see it.
Oh, that makes sense. So you guys are kind of like from
Do you know the planar system?
a little bit.
We're not from this one.
I see. That makes sense.
Well, we're in the deep astral, right?
Yeah, you're in the deep astral. The deep
Yeah,
astral.
It seemed like she didn't
the
understand. That was Axee's like simplified explanation for anybody who doesn't understand.
Well, you feel like the planar system makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
to them.
I would feel like most clergy has at least some rudimentary understanding
Oh,
of what
yeah.
a plane is.
Mm-hmm.
I just like I give like Axie a look like we're in the deep astral.
Mm-hmm.
Most planes are good, not Boeing.
Not Boeing?
I've never
Oh, I
heard of
see.
the plane of Boeing before. This is another one of your weird conspiracy theories, isn't it?
I heard that Boeing is aligned with evil.
I've heard that the Virgin Plane is very well known for
Oh.
their terrible treatment of outsiders.
I know you can't see me. I know you can't see my face. So there's
That's
no
part
way
of
you
why
can
I wish
see-
that we were
You can
doing
see my
webcams.
expression.
Virgin.
I'm. You
The
got.
spirit
It's
plane,
Delta.
however,
It's Delta that's the
is
one.
full of people who love to fight.
Mm,
The spirit
Anyways.
realm. You mean Valhalla?
The spirit
Valhalla,
plane.
the Virgin Plane.
I think Valhalla is like an actual plane. But like it's like I feel like that's like a sub. That's probably like a chaotic good aligned plane.
Hold on, I gotta
It
know.
really
I
Like,
gotta
is.
know.
that's probably a chaotic good heaven.
It would
Anyways.
be. It would be.
Have we started moving yet, by the way?
Yeah,
no,
I'd say
we-
by now
yeah,
you're
we-
moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've started moving after after they like jumped up into the wagon. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. And they are very eagerly chatting with you guys. They'll say like, so the Citadel in the sky, that's different than, that's not here. Like, you guys are not from like a weird underground conspiracy or anything. That is actually a place in the deep, ethereal, right?
No, it's we're from the deep ethereal, or the deep astral. Excuse me.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're definitely not from any sort of Underdark or Underdark equivalent you may or may not have here.
Here's my badge.
Ooh.
We have badges?
Yeah,
Of
you
course
have
we have
badges.
badges. Oh my god, I've lost my badge.
Oh my gosh! And
You
then
can't
meanwhile,
keep losing your badge, man.
meanwhile, a kid back in the village has it and like summons the Concord Jewel.
No!
Ray,
Yeah.
can I roll something to see if I noticed that and just didn't say anything?
Oh, I was joking, man.
Oh yeah. No.
Because I
No,
was
I'm-
playing
I'm-
with the kids.
Yeah, no, you were playing with the
It's
kids.
just like, wow, they really fucking stole Baerith's badge. He should have been better at this. Isn't he like an ex-con?
You are an ex-con, well, sort of.
It's been 20 years, you're rusty.
I'm very much an ex-con.
You're rusty.
Yeah.
When Barris says, "Oh my God, where's my badge?" you just hear Axee go like,
I packed spares.
Next, you'll tell me I've lost my gun.
Oh no, not your gun.
I had Baerith like a spare one, but it's like one of the temporary ones you get from the DMV, so it's like made of paper.
Oh no.
You have like a
and
Party City badge.
it says honor junior deputy.
No, it says like FBI female body inspector.
And then I rummage around in my pack a second time. I'm like, oh no, it's right here. Never mind.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
You do that thing that SpongeBob did where you put it on like the back of your shirt instead of the front.
Yeah.
Skips is a satyr, so he has ties to the CIA.
God damn it! I'm done. No, I can't play this game anymore. I'm done.
That's
See you
fair.
later.
Bye, Hirimi. Don't leave. Please don't leave. You'll mess up everything.
I'm not leaving.
That'd be a funny bit, but also you'd mess up the layouts.
No, I'm not leaving.
That's just, that's the important thing. Like, as long as the layout's the same.
What's really funny is I did hover over the disconnect button just because I was like fully in character there, but.
Yeah.
Oh, I like how I click back onto Ray's stream and it's just frozen on the State Farm logo.
What?
And apparently I got ads and the ads froze at the end because they keep
That's
doing that for me. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, I went through a period where I was doing that too.
Yeah.
All right. So we make our way forward
Yes, you are
Yes.
making your way forward.
to the lake.
To the lake, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys do manage to pass like the layout of this.
Yeah, the player keeps freezing. That's weird.
That's really.
It doesn't
weird.
matter. Anyway.
You guys make your way through this countryside. It is very peaceful, all things considered. You would feel like occasional rumbles, but you do eventually manage to pass by this really beautiful lake. It is completely crystal clear to the point where you can see like the bottom and even see like all these colorful fish that are swimming around. As you guys are going through this, are you like staying in your cart, which is going about 4 miles an hour, or are you guys getting out to like forage or look for anything?
I'm taking a look at the water. It's been a while since I've been near been at a natural lakefront. I mean, there's a couple like different like types of pools that you can get at the Radiant Citadel, but like I mean, I don't know. There's something about a natural water formation, especially one this nice.
Mm-hmm. It is very
I-
still.
I tie some twine to an arrow and I go bow fishing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a nature check or a survival check, whichever you think is better.
I guess that apply to both. Yeah.
24.
I caught a lot of fish.
You're
Yeah,
fairly
you-
certain that you know exactly what kind of fish are in this lake.
Yeah, you.
That does not
What the
actually help
fuck?
with catching them.
What the fuck cheats does Liger have activated on roll 20? Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's been rolling crazy.
Well, also when you have a +5.
Yeah,
I've
just,
learned
Still,
recently-
I get a +5 and I roll a fucking 2 half the time.
Oh,
You
don't
gotta
worry.
refresh, Rock. I am giving you guys permission to use dice if you would rather.
all you have to do,
No.
all you have to do for
No!
this, all you have to do for this is you have to abandon the silver flame.
Oh,
That's all.
I'm going to roll to attack Liger.
Uh-huh.
Surprise attack.
That wasn't in character.
she can feel it. She can feel the vibes.
There's consequences? That wasn't in character.
Anyway, what do I get with a 24?
So you managed to do a decent amount of fishing, and you're able to catch like these fish that you are able to identify as some plateau chubs.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
you got a chub.
You got a
Yeah,
chub.
he's always catching chubs out on the job. It's
Mhm.
fucked up.
it's a good thing I have my satyr pants on.
Yeah. You put your
his special satyr pants.
you put your your special satyr pants, and they're just like flopping around in your pockets.
Yes. Is that a chub in
Uh,
your pocket, or are you just chubbed?
Axee is also foraging.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna roll. Yeah, see,
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got a 7.
A 7. You managed to find like some carnivorous plants, but you can't eat those.
Oh.
At some point, Aline would definitely like be helping you out and say, "You mentioned something about a silver flame, right?"
I did indeed. The silver flame guides all.
I believe I've heard of something similar. It's a religion in Great Shing. I believe their name is Liran. Does that ring a bell?
Hold on, I'm opening up the book that has all the information on the silver flame.
Yeah.
I believe that was the Eberron book.
Oh my gosh, Brett, that's a good tweet. That's a good addition. Hold on, I gotta show chat this.
I have never actually played a character that actually worshipped the silver flame before. So I need to-
Look at this fish go! Okay.
This is a pretty good fish.
So go ahead and well, actually, with what you know, you've never heard the name Liran before, and you've also never heard of Great Shing.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Would you need me to roll anything for that, or
Yeah,
is that
go ahead
just
and roll me a religion.
automatic religion?
I added chub to my inventory. How many do I have?
Only 12.
Plus 1
Damn.
chub. What'd you
Plus
get?
1 chub. I got a 12.
A 12. With a 12, you would definitely know that, like, from your readings, that is one of the names that the Silver Flame goes by here in Abara. Because,
Ooh.
you know, different locations will call different gods by different names.
Chub.
Chub.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by the chub.
I'm not sure if the silver flame goes by chub anywhere, but
Liger, I will take away your chub if you don't get serious.
You can't just
damn
give
it.
a man a chub and then take it away like that.
The DM giveth, the DM taketh away.
oh no, that's right. The silver flame information I was using is actually from the reading you gave us.
Let me see if I
What?
know anything about the silver flame.
No, maybe it wasn't.
I was gonna say
Oh,
no,
shit.
I left that up to you. Bro.
No, yeah, I can't remember where the fuck I had that. Damn
It's
it.
okay.
I thought it was in the Eberron book.
Hold on. You know, you could do what I always do, which is go on to forgottenrealms.fandom.com/wiki.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
I don't know, man. It's the easiest option.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
ForgottenRealms.chub.
You know, okay, yeah, it should have been from the Eberron book because when I go
Very different website than
when I
what you
go
might be
search
thinking
Silver
of.
Flame, it comes from the Eberron wiki.
Oh, is that not on the D&D wiki? That's weird.
So yeah, it had to have been from the Eberron book. The Eberron book that I have is not structured well.
I believe it.
or it's the actual Eberron book. It's just not structured well.
Yeah, again, I believe it.
Yeah. Oh, a Wizards of the Coast book that's not structured well? Never heard of it.
You have to get the second
Anyway,
edition.
okay, yeah.
It costs twice as much.
So I actually do know that that's another name for the Silver Flame. Then,
Yeah.
Axee will respond like, the Silver Flame goes by many names because the Silver Flame is everything.
It's ever burning.
It truly is.
Is the silver? I haven't done much research onto that god.
So yeah, so like in a 4th edition game that I did, there is an actual like Silver Flame. Like it's not the actual deity itself, but there's usually like an actual like, so the way my 4th edition monk character ended was that she was cursed all the way through the game by various curses, and then at the end, through this curse, like she was able to basically sacrifice herself to make herself the new Silver Flame.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there is actually a physical Silver Flame, most likely sitting in a grand temple in Eberron.
They will just ask, is this considered an all-encompassing god?
Hold on, I found Silver Flame information. I'm kind of skimming over it real quick.
Okay. And Fred's just doing some nonsense down there.
Yeah, Toph has opinions at the moment.
Oh, that's
so
fair. Toph, you're
that's
allowed.
fine.
But yeah, the Silver Flame. She'll explain that the Silver Flame is an all-encompassing light of goodness that stands against evil in defense of the innocent. But you must beware the shadow in the flame.
When there's
They're also the deity of extremely pushy monks.
well, when
Look, when you've got the good word, you just gotta spread it.
I understand that. You're a paladin, right? Don't you spread your good word?
Goddamn faithless paladin.
Relationship between your god and yourself is something that you should. It's a personal thing. It's something that you gotta. I pay my tithes.
Speaking of good
Oh, they
words,
pay
how
their
about a song?
tithes. How about a song? Absolutely.
Well,
And-
now you gotta sing.
Oh,
Like for real.
oh shit.
You did this. This is an unforced error, my friend.
Come on, Liger, we're
Oh
waiting.
well, it's like reading this. It even brings up paladins in the. As a paladin, are you part of the Templar Order, or were you a farmer called to action by the voice of the Silver Flame?
Farmer! The two genders! Were you called
Basically,
to action or were you a farmer?
it has like options between like, are you like a devout member of the church, or were you someone who was called to action by inspiration by the Silver Flame?
So, let's see. You guys keep vamping, I gotta look at something.
But yeah, Axee will basically go into the whole fucking tirade about the Silver Flame.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And I don't know if
I
this
see that
character
we-
will regret their decision to ask about this or not.
No, you can tell watching them that they are very, like, enthused about this. They are having a good time, like, learning the details of this. You get the idea that they were
Oh.
not being duplicitous when they said that they really just wanted to see things outside of Etzazalan, which, you get it, it's a
They
small...
do want to learn about other cultures.
Yeah. So,
Ah.
can you believe
And
that?
Axee is absolutely fine with espousing everything she has to say about the Silver Flame.
So you guys continue
been-
on the path.
Been trying to write a song for the past 4 minutes. All I could think of was there was once a man who caught a chub.
Okay, by the end of this stream, we're gonna expect that song, Liger.
I think maybe I'll start next session with it if
Oh my
If
gosh,
you
that would be
really
very
want it.
strong. Oh yeah, I think there's gonna be a
Yeah.
next session. We've spent how long talking about poop?
How?
You know,
How long
maybe a concerning amount of time. Maybe we gotta like take a step back and like re-examine our priorities in life.
Next
It was-
session's recap is going to be wild.
There was once a man who caught a chub, despite his hook being worn to a nub.
Did it? I don't know how it has to end with, and then he gave his chub a rub.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that.
No. Nope, turn it into a limerick.
Turn it into a limerick. So you guys continue along this path. You would eventually come across the town of Shashlat. Good gracious.
Shashlat?
Shashatla, which is the capital, but you don't really have much time to like stop and spend any time there. So you continue up this mountain. It ends up taking about 6.5 hours. The sun has started to like descend, and it's starting to look a little bit murky, and as the dark's starting to come, and you would eventually make it to this tower. One moment.
Not the tower.
Um,
We're already at the tower?
above the trees.
Wait, so we didn't go around the western side of the lake? We went to the east and all the way around?
Hold on, let me look.
Well, yeah, the town area is going to be probably
I assume
the
you guys are
place
going
with
like
the bridge on it.
you guys are going over to Shoshotsla, Shashotsla, that little area right next to the lake. You see it?
Okay, yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah,
on
so
the east side of the lake.
Yeah, sorry, that's where it kind of
They
leads.
probably have a bridge over that river. The
You
other
don't
side
need to
of
go
the
over-
river have that.
I was kind of thinking we would take the west side around and then go through like
Also-
that like gap between the mountains and then.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's passable.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
mountain.
Well, no, like there's like a valley in between the two mountains,
Mhm.
right?
We have so
Well-
many pitons, though.
You have so
The
many
road
pitons.
does peter
we do,
off, so
we do
I
have
assume that's
so
not a
many
pass.
pitons. I'm assuming that's like a river or some sort of like other source. I'm assuming what we're doing is essentially following a river up.
I believe that's a road, but it kind of does look like a river. So I will.
Well, especially
I will
because it
see
branches
that. Oh, yeah,
out
it
into
does.
like the lake.
Man,
Yeah,
they
it goes
really,
into the
it
Gulf.
connects to the Gulf.
they really need to like put obvious like rivers and paths on here. It would really help.
Rivers are nature's
way,
roads.
That's
There,
true.
yeah, there
I
would
mean,
likely
that's
be a
not-
road
that's
that
not even-
follows the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
And probably crosses
me.
it at one point.
So you guys would, as it's starting to get dark, come across this tower. You would see above the trees on the rocky slope rises this tower covered in elaborate carvings of local animals and majestic mountains. And beyond it, it's hard to tell in the darkness, but you see smoke rising from a volcanic peak. As you get closer, you would see that there are people outside. This tower is very tall, but also looks kind of small on the inside, so that they're just outside, like, talking to each other. One has a map and is pointing to it rather fervently, while the other, it has just, like, his fingers pinched between his nose, as another one stands at the entrance.
Or his nose pinched between his fingers.
What did I say? His
His fingers pinched between his nose.
His nose, and I'm like,
Yeah,
this is,
they got
this is
weird
the
at the- they got
weirdest
weird-
split nose I've ever seen.
they got weird anatomy.
Can
going on.
I like before we arrive, like about 10 minutes before we arrive, I start ritual casting comprehend languages?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, yeah. If we're approaching the tower, you probably have a decent idea that like we're coming up on that.
Yeah, you can see it from the distance.
Yeah. I want to be able to like read shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. You have comprehend languages. I get wanting to use it.
Yeah, that's a good spell.
I don't see a lot of people use it in D&D, so I'd like to use it.
What level spell is that?
It's a first level spell, but I am using ritual casting.
Oh, does ritual casting not expend a spell slot?
Yeah, that's why you would do it.
That's
It
why
like
ritual
takes
casting
it takes
do
it.
Oh.
Yeah, it takes 10 additional minutes. So it's like it's definitely not something you can use for like combat purposes or whatever. If you're just hanging around and doing non-combat
I
shit.
knew that. I fucking knew that. I don't play spellcasters a whole lot, so but sitting here thinking about it, like I fucking knew that. Why did I act like I didn't know that? It just it took a while for that to hit. Like you actually know that, stupid ass.
Anyways,
Yes, so we come across these three individuals. Give me 1 second here. I need to pull up the pin pronunciation guide. I turned to Oline, and I asked, "You wouldn't have to be familiar with this structure we're coming up across, or these people."
Oh, the Twin God Observatory. Yeah, that's where the Watchers of Ash are. I haven't really met them personally. I'm sure a few of them have come to Etizolan, but I've always been busy in the days that they would have come by.
I mean, y'all mentioned sending a delegation of priests up here. You wouldn't
Yeah.
have to recognize anyone from town
No.
up on this route.
No, they're clear. They will motion and say, yeah, they're wearing the garb of the Watchers of Ash. Amayali's priests are pretty easy to notice because of Mistra's colors.
hail and well met.
These three would look up at you. It's kind of strange that they weren't paying attention to you coming up, but as you get closer, you would notice that they probably have like 3 hours of sleep between the three of them.
Oh, okay.
They look exhausted.
I want to roll insight on these guys real quick, just to like gauge their reaction. Because like the fact that it doesn't seem like the priest delegation either didn't make it up here or something has me a little wary.
Were they
considering we
headed
have-
to the tower, or were they headed to the volcano itself?
They were heading to the tower.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway, so let me go ahead and roll that.
You would know
Can
that
I also roll that insight?
Yeah, absolutely. Amayali sent them up here to seek the Watchers of Ash and get information from them.
Well, and we also we heard from Amayali that like they haven't been even though like the volcano has been kind of doing its thing, they haven't been sending up any sort of signal, or they haven't heard from them in a while. So like between that and like these people clearly being here has me a little like I said, I'm a little whatever. Anyways, I rolled a 13.
A
Said
13?
anything yet?
And,
I got a 23.
and I got blown out of the water, so it's fine. I'm not better.
Oh,
I got a
Axee, there's
23.
where your good rolls were.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Axee, you can tell that they are exhausted and cranky. The two that are over to the side, you can see that they're holding some kind of like map, while the other one has like some paper, and the other one is just like leaning against the entrance, like trying not to fall asleep, as they're also keeping an eye on like the volcano.
Do we have any stimulants in our pack, like any sort of like late coffee or something to help you stay awake?
Hold
Like
off on the
a singular
methamphetamines
chub.
for a second.
I could go to their break room and do a song of rest for them.
Well, let's hold off and see what's going on with them first before we start putting them to sleep.
Fred, what were you saying?
Hold on. I got food in my mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Lanhim's just having a snack. He's been chilling.
Lanham's eating some chub.
Oh, that's my chub!
I'm just saying,
Get Skip's chub out of your mouth.
maybe like the chub would be a useful
That chub was a
food
gift for my
to,
wife.
good carbs for the.
You gotta stop giving your wife half-rotted fish. She's gonna leave you, dude.
Half rotted.
It's gonna be. How fresh do you think seafood stays?
Hopefully, this mission doesn't last longer than a day.
This is why your wife never sends you to the market.
I mean, I've heard that volcano baked fish can be quite a delicacy.
She has the diet of a drider.
Axie's just gonna go up to the guards while they're all bickering and say, "We were sent here to find the priests that were sent here."
The who? And the other one will just like come over and say, I don't know, we've had people coming, I haven't kept track of them. We've been too busy with everything else. And then the other one would say, oh, maybe Tenali knows. And they will like point up and say, he's at the top floor.
May I enter the building, please?
We
We are from the Radiant Citadel. I hold out my badge.
And then they step aside. They clearly don't care.
Yeah,
You could have been brandishing 2 swords and telling them that their souls are forth, and they're like, "Thank God."
Man, I've done too many
Axee.
doubles.
Axie just thanks them and walks in.
Yeah, I'm also. Oh no, I'm inside of Axee.
Oh no, again?
Oh no!
I didn't know you guys had that kind of relationship.
Not like that. Come on.
So,
Damn, for real.
clearly, she's
You
my
guys
daughter.
can say all you want about my chub, and this is where the line is drawn.
so
Yeah,
as you
I don't
guys-
know. It apparently, Balthazar just slipped right inside. I forgot his name.
Balthazar.
Balthazar, Baerith. There we go.
Baerith.
Baerith. Balthazar.
I like to think that I like to think that was in character, and we've been working together for like 8 years.
No,
I also
don't
like how you guys
slide
are just
inside
doing
me,
little laps.
Balthazar.
You guys are just doing little laps. It's
No,
really
we're
cute.
going up. We're climbing the stairs. This is clearly a spiral staircase.
Yeah, it is. Okay, but
You know what?
guys-
Hold on. Axee turns around and starts doing the Mario back jump.
Oh shit!
Everyone get up the stairs real fast. We've seen this before. We gotta go.
Oh no, she's gonna. How is it that goes? Whoa! There she goes. I have to go. My people need me.
Skips his
And then she
satyr
clips-
ability.
And
That
then
is-
she clips through the wall, then goes flying off into the volcano.
Okay. Skips launches 12 feet into the air.
And what? Smacks your head on the staircase above you?
Yes.
Yes.
Get how ceilings work?
No, I go up and along the trajectory.
What?
of
You're
the
just okay.
Roll for acrobatics.
Listen. I'm gonna do something here that's gonna be very upsetting to you. Give me 1 second. Where's the ruler? Where's the ruler? So you go this 12. That's 15 feet. 20 feet. 25 feet. If you try to go diagonal, you're getting maybe 10 feet, which puts you
Going
right
like
directly
this.
in the middle of the room.
Go like this.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that arc still puts your head in the ceiling.
Listen, I don't get it. Like, how many times is jumping gonna come up?
Whoa!
Well, it's gonna come up a lot more now that I know that you're jumping in the ceiling.
How are you doing that? That's so cool.
Oh, that's a code.
Oh, it's in the little underneath the T for text. You can go down there and do measurements. You can do lines, squares,
Oh,
circles,
see-
cones.
You can
Yeah.
do
See, here's the
cones
thing.
for like
Here's the
like
thing.
Axee
burning hands or something.
beam.
Here's the thing. I have it set up to where like I'm on premium, so underneath is this. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, hold on. Let me try.
Yeah,
again.
you shot
Oh,
gas.
the fart gas.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
fart
Oh
gas.
yeah, the far
Mhm.
gas. Yeah.
I don't know why it's not showing up for chat.
You can also put you can also give auras to tokens.
Yes, I know that one. I do know that one.
Detdet.
What?
You should put an aura on your token.
No,
piss
I'm
aura.
not putting a piss aura on my token. I'm not.
Wait, you have an aura.
Yeah, I do have an aura, but I'm also like But that means using Roll20, and I don't want to.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll probably do that when it comes
Wait,
to
how
it.
do you put an aura on your?
It's easy. You click on your token, and then you right click. Or hold on. At the bottom, there's like this, the cog, and then you can go there. Yeah.
Oh, you mean these things? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No. You can
I
do
just clicked on the dice tool in Roll20, and what in the hell are penetrating dice?
See, look, I have a piss aura.
Yeah. Well, it's not showing for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Does it
I
not show
can't
for
see
you
that.
guys?
I see it because I'm the DM.
You can see my piss aura.
So
I can't
as-
see your piss aura. Yeah.
Alleen's gonna stay in the cart. As you guys are going inside, you would see that there are several carvings on the walls that depict like some ancient hieroglyphs
I'm rolling
that
religion.
show several different myths.
Hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Hieroglyphs. Comprehend language.
Congratulations.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a religion.
Do I get advantage for the comprehend language?
I will get to you in a moment, sir.
Everyone else. This is for everyone else.
So are we all just rolling religion on this one?
If you want to, yeah.
Hell with it. I rolled 6.
A 6.
I'm pretty sure gods are involved in some way.
I
shape,
rolled
or form.
15.
15.
They always are.
Lanhim got a 13.
Skips rolled 21.
So Axee, from Axee and Skips, from what you can tell, this is definitely like you can tell this was the creation myth that Amayali was telling you about. How there were two lovers who joined to become volcanoes, and they became the twin gods. And
Secret tunnel.
yep, and they have a secret. It actually depicts the secret tunnel. And
It's
actually,
really unfortunate
Oh.
that secret tunnel dug too deep into the Earth's crust.
yeah. And actually, Axie, where you are, you see a really weird depiction of a man with cabbage.
Oh, oh, this poor man. I actually feel for
Yeah,
this
he's actually
man.
getting like wrecked at every turn. Skips, actually, from all of this, you would see like this strange creature that looks like a salamander, but it's got like these 3 protrusions from its head. And Skips, you can read this because you're doing comprehend language.
A tri-salamander.
And you would see that it is has some, let's see.
Triceramander.
You would see that this depicts the legends of the Twistshield, which is an ancient creature said to lurk within volcanoes. And it said that if Twistshield, yes.
Slay shuttle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the pronunciation. It's on the pronunciation.
Yeah. And that there is rumors and legends of one being within each volcano, and they are said to even like predate the volcanoes themselves, being creatures from the elemental plane. But if they were to awaken, then it would inevitably cause the ash rise, which you recognize that word from your now that you're in comprehend language, you can tell that all the languages that were like from the incarnate were saying the ash rise, and that is where you've heard that before.
Pyroclastic flow.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stop saying pyroclastic flow, man. No one's impressed.
I don't think anyone knows what that means. I don't think you know what that means. So you guys
You
continue.
just keep saying pyroclastic flow, like you said it like 13 times just
Yeah.
walking down the path. I don't understand.
It's when all the ash comes out. It's the initial explosion of the volcano.
He's
No, it's
just
not!
saying words.
The pyroclastic flow happens later.
He's just saying words, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, I saw Avatar Roku die on the volcano, okay? I
Uh-huh.
know how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
I learned a lot about Pompeii in Latin class. It's basically all we talked about.
Yeah, nothing else happened.
I
in
mean,
Latin.
listen.
You know, that
listen,
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, listen. That's all. That was the hottest news for God knows how long. Pompeii and Latin's got more legs on it than the slab.
Yeah, the last time Latin was popular, that was like the biggest recent event.
You know, like
Latin textbooks are just storybooks about one family that lives in Pompeii. Only one of the families survives.
Oh, jeez. So you guys start making
Skill issue.
They didn't punch good.
They didn't know the meta of Pompeii.
Exactly.
You gotta punch the. They didn't realize you had to punch the ash.
What's crazy is those books had sequels, and the guy that survived, he fought a hippo at some point.
Listen, it's more likely that the hippo fought him. Those guys are vicious. They'll kill you.
Hippos
They'll
are
kill
mean.
you, man.
Okay,
They
so
are.
you guys start making your way up as you're looking across this. I imagine Skips, maybe you're like falling behind a little bit, but you're able to continue like at a decent pace with the others. As you reach about 60 feet
Skips
up.
is explaining what a triceramander and what a hippo is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how we got back to the hippo, but I mean we're here now.
You are here, and here
It may not be as relevant, but it's important.
Yep. Here is about 60 feet up, and as you guys are starting to make your way up, you would feel like a little rumble beneath you, and then it starts to like amplify to the point where like you can feel the ground beneath you shift, like these stairs like start to crumble, and there's little bits of dust coming out from underneath them as you wonder if they're even able to hold your weight. And you can feel that the earthquake has settled, but the tower is still shaking, and it is crumbling quickly. You can see it start to fall from the innermost part. And
That's bad. We know that there's somebody out like still above us,
Yes,
right?
you know there is someone above
Do we
you.
do we know how much further we are? How far we are from the ceiling?
You do not, and that is gonna
Uh,
be where we end for tonight.
that's not
Oh.
good.
That's a stressful place to end it.
no.
You know, this is a real hell of a time to be caught without Featherfall.
Yep.
I cast. I give the tower inspiration.
You know what? The tower does need that. Wait, hear me, your power didn't go out.
Congratulations!
Yeah, wow.
We get to keep our inspiration.
You get to keep
Wow,
your
yeah.
inspiration. Take that, Beryl.
Oh.
All
Who's
right.
Beryl?
Every single time.
She's from Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I
Queen Beryl.
Angry
Every time-
deity
every-
of the wind.
every time someone talks about like tropical, is it still Tropical Storm Barrel or is it Hurricane
Yes.
Barrel? Okay, Tropical Storm.
It doesn't turn into a tropical depression until after it
Until
passes,
I'm
like I
there.
think Arkansas or something.
Lord. All right. Anyways, Tropical
Anyways.
Storm Barrel.
Right.
Every time someone talks about Tropical Storm Barrel, I keep thinking of
You
like
think of Green Barrel, yeah.
from our chat, and I'm like, there's always a split second of like, man, what did Barrel do?
Beryl
Yeah.
destroyed
Baryl's been
Texas.
Barrel's really been fucking with everyone today. I don't know what's going on.
Beryl, what the heck? Detdet, can you like go and ask Beryl to please stop?
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I think it's
I
already
can't-
turned into a tropical depression at this point.
I can't
It's up
control
into
them, and I'm pretty
Arkansas.
sure the worst of them has already been through.
All right, so with that, we're going to stop for there. And before we leave, everyone tell us again where we can find you, starting with
Where?
Detdet.
Hello, I'm Detdet. You can find me over at twitch.tv/strugglepunk2 or on Twitter at twitter.com/strugglingpunk.
What
I
else?
don't tweet very often.
No, I just send you stuff on Twitter. That's the only reason you.
Yeah, every once in a while. I did see. I do see everything that you send me. I just don't always
Yay.
respond because I am chronically lurking.
Oh, it's fine, man. I don't expect a response. Hirimi.
I'm Hirimi. You can find me over at twitch.tv/strugglepunk1.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's lazy. You don't know that Twitch
You
account.
can-
That's
It's
a
not
lie.
lazy. That was very creative.
Or you can find me at Newgrounds on Hirimi.
Can we?
I'm just gonna do the random places. Yeah, I do have a
Okay.
Newgrounds account.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just saying random places that I have accounts.
Liger, go.
My name is Limitless Liger. You can find me at twitch.tv/thechubguy.
Oh.
No, you can find me at twitch.tv/limitless Liger and Unlimited Liger on Twitter.
That Liger, why do you do that to me? Every single time I have to check which one you are on Twitch because I get them mixed up every time.
It's unlimited Liger on that's
No, it's
Oh,
Limitless
no.
on Twitch.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Right?
On Twitch it's limitless. Everywhere else
I'm literally
he's
looking at
limited.
his Twitch message, like the Twitch message he sent in chat, and I'm like, oh, it's unlimited Liger, right?
Nope. Every time I do that.
Oh Lord!
But yeah, that's me.
Wow, wow.
Red.
I'm gonna try to stream more, but I haven't.
Yeah, I say that a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red, where can we
Yeah.
find you?
Yeah, I'm Breadbotnik. On Twitch you can find me at Breadbotnik, and on Twitter you can find me at Breadbotnik. Yeah, it's a pattern,
Mm-hmm.
so it should hopefully be easy. to
Thank you
remember.
for not being Liger in that particular
Alright.
instance.
I'm about to
All
say the most consistent of all of us, really.
No kidding. For some reason, Ricochet Ray is taken everywhere.
Because that's a wrestler.
Is it?
Every time I try to look up Ricochet Ray stuff on YouTube, I get the wrestler.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
I've
the
never heard
luchador,
of
right?
that. I did not know that.
I thought you actually knew that.
No, I don't care about wrestling. You think I care about wrestling? I'm gay. Well,
Then
to
you
be
should
fair-
care more about
Yeah,
wrestling.
that
No,
would be
to be
more
fair,
reason.
to be fair, I was looking at it from like the perspective of I don't want to see sweaty men fighting.
Wow.
From that perspective, it makes sense. All right, who do we want to raid tonight?
I guess maybe it was just
Oh.
named Ricochet. I don't know, but for some reason when you look up Ricochet Ray, you get them.
Maelstrom Stray.
Do we want to raid
Do we want to
Melanie?
stream?
You want to
Do
stray?
we want to stray into? Do we want to
Do we
stray
want to
into
stray
raid?
over to Melanie?
Yeah. Do we want to stray over? Melody was playing raid. Shadow Legends.
I guess the choice is, what is it? Cats versus women.
Art.
Cats versus women.
Women.
Versus-
You have to decide.
Wins. Epic rap battle.
The joke is
history.
too easy, so I'm not going to say it. But I do want you guys to know that I do see it, and it is there.
I'll
don't know
say
what
it.
you're
Pussies
talking
versus
about.
pussy.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
I didn't understand.
It took me a second. So
I
are we
got
rating
that
Melanie or
reference,
Noro?
but
Flip the coin.
Roll.
Let's do the.
Well-
That's up to you,
Yeah,
Ray.
I'll-
It's your
Okay, we'll do-
stream.
we'll
roll the
stream-
dice. Roll the dice.
Well,
Odds,
how about
odds,
this? How
Noros,
about we do
evens,
Noro
Mel.
because we did Melanie last time?
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Do we want to say anything in particular to Noro?
Roll for religion.
Roll-
Uh,
Should we say roll for religion?
Is Sonic white coated?
Is Sonic white coated? Okay, let's do it.
Giraffes are
No.
camels.
We have to.
What-
Giraffes are camels.
Giraffes are what?
Not.
I think they can
camel,
do
guys.
their own thing.
Okay, so we're going in with is Sonic white coated?
Thank you.
No.
Oh, you might like.
I'm not saying.
Sonic is
I'm-
Goku coded.
I'll say it enough for all of us.
Okay. All right. Go say whatever you want to Noro. Be sure to drop a follow if you would not mind. Noro's great. They're not in
Yeah,
any of our
Noro's
stuff, but
delightful.
they're fun.
They're-
And follow all
they're-
these wonderful people. They're great and they deserve it. All right.
Don't follow me. I don't stream.
Follow Ricochet Ray.
The wrestler, not the
Ricochet Ray.
streamer.
I would no.
All right. We will see you later. I'll catch you on the flip side, I Spice. Goodbye.
Bye, I Spy.